To the home of Super Bowl 50, Levi's Stadium. Teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and Francisco 49ers. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down. And Salek here, left side. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this results in 6. Touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his first look is incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On first down, Garoppolo. And this is Salek here with the grab. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot.
Yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Space to run past the 20. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. A good pickup there at 22.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's high. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Hyde. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They'll run for it with Hyde. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Forced out, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And tough starting field position here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 30 yards there.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On second down, Rawls. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Wilson. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Out out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the defense. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Wilson, the connection made. It's Graham. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play. And the offense in a great spot. It's first and goal from the 3. On the ground, rolls. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Thomas rolls his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 5.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover. Over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
On 2nd down, Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Wilson dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big run there by Hyde. 47 yards.
Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble. There, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Hyde. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run again with Hyde on 1st, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run high, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cliff Averill in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. So the sack of Garoppolo And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this off.
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And the D looking like they may blitz. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Wilson will throw again. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Here's Wilson being chased out left. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Wilson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers.
I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They start the drive with Hyde. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And while that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently, but that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
Now Wilson on second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Well, going deep here for Taylor, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
On 1st down, Wilson. They've got his man complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
1st down, this is Rawls. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
14.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his guys will take over at their own. 44-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit his big receiver, Brandon Marshall, and it's second down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll give to Hyde. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught by Selleck. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Checking things elsewhere. 3rd quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. That one has really opened up. The Vikings have just scored again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now out to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now it's 2nd and 7. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. Got some real estate inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Thomas rolls. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Stanford Cardinal, Richard Sherman. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Now Wilson on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the third quarter in Carson. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Back to throw now on first down. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Trent Taylor there. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Hyde running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Back to throw here. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Brandon Marshall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Here we go now. Green 3.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Touchdown! Trey Madden, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
Here we go now. Over.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Out to the flat for Hyde. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He dumps it to Hyde, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll look to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Michael Bannon in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. So the D-line's going to spread out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 22 on that one. Back to throw. And it'll be a San Francisco 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. In the red zone this time. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 4th now in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Here we go now.
He'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now back to throw. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They go read option with Wilson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. But guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Thomas barreling ahead. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A give to the fullback on the dive. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead. You give it to Wilson. Hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't because
So for our visitors, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as